The Philippine National Police celebrates its 119th Police Service Anniversary, rendering its undying salute to our forerunners, the men and women of the Insular Constabulary, the Philippine Constabulary and Integrated National Police, who have been at the forefront of the nation's campaign against crime, insurgency, health crisis, natural calamities, terrorism, and all forms of lawlessness. This is a celebration of selfless service, their bravery, and the honor they have brought to the police organization and the Filipino people. But this year's theme, Towards a Pandemic Resilient PNP, adopting protective protocols in the new normal. Let us go back to the last 1 year of Police Regional Office 8's significant accomplishments that gave Eastern Visayas a cradle of peace in progress. Police Regional Office 8 has long been seated by 3 of the finest members of the Philippine Military Academy Maringal Class of 1988. August 10, 2018, when Police Brigadier General Leonardo B Carlos sets foot as the Regional Director. For more than a year, he led by example that marked numerous significant accomplishments. One of these accomplishments was a successful story of the gallant men and women of Victoria Municipal Police Station in Northern Samar, who outstandingly defended their station and repelled the attack of more or less 80 New People's Army last March 28, 2019. This said accomplishment received laudable praises all over the nation for proving that despite being outnumbered, they never outfought. Police Brigadier General Carlos was then succeeded by equally brilliant leader, Police Brigadier General Ferdinand O Divina, who sternly developed discipline and professionalism among its men. During his stint, he was able to initiate projects and development inside the Pro-8 camp that will surely mark a difference. His firm leadership brought Pro-8 at the beacon of success. And the current dynamic leader who holds the steer of peace and order in Eastern Visayas, Police Brigadier General Bernabe M Balba, a benevolent man who selflessly engraved his heart on public service. He came to Pro-8 holding his ideals and aspirations to continue and innovate the plans and projects of the former regional directors and initiate projects that indeed worthy of emulation. He came to be the premier men and women of Pro-8 in the face of pandemic. For our operational accomplishments from August 10, 2019 to August 3, 2020, for anti-illegal gambling operations, 728 operations were conducted that resulted to the arrest of 2,224 individuals and confiscated 998,308 pesos bet money. For the anti-illegal drugs operations, 615 individuals were arrested out of the 566 drug operations. 98,422.05 grams of shabu and 172.90 grams of marijuana were confiscated. For anti-illegal fishing operations, 1,376 operations were conducted that resulted to the arrest of 3,549 individuals and confiscated 222,760,586 pesos worth of paraphernalia. For the anti-illegal logging operations, 584 individuals were arrested in 408 operations conducted and confiscated 10,724,599 pesos worth of lumber and forest products. In our campaign against loose firearms, Pro-8 turned over 1,145 confiscated, captured, surrendered, deposited, abandoned, and forfeited assorted firearms and ammunitions to the Regional Civil Security Unit 8 for proper disposition. Despite the height of the global health crisis, Eastern Visayas cops were able to convince 11 communist terrorist group members to return to the fold of the law and be part of the real change and enjoy the peace with their loved ones. Said rebels voluntarily surrendered and turned over firearms and ammunitions. The surrenderees are now in the custody of the government for documentation and proper disposition. They will be endorsed to avail the government's assistance program for returnees, the Enhanced Comprehensive Local Integration Program or ECLIP. For our administrative accomplishments, In line with the Pro-8's goal to continuously produce highly credible and disciplined police officers, from August 2019 to August 2020, 828 police trainees took their oath as part of the elite force of the Philippine National Police. Along with this, Pro-8 is equally dedicated to give due recognition to deserving PNP personnel to serve as a model and inspiration that is really worthy of emulation. A total of 44,907 were given awards and commendations. Also, 450 police commissioned officers and police non-commissioned officers were promoted. Eastern Visayas has been known for being a typhoon-resilient region after conquering numerous catastrophes bombarded its peace. Despite the challenges, Pro-8 men and women continuously extended help beyond compare to ease the burden and pain of those who are adversely affected by these catastrophes. Leadership is also about continuity that entails respect, hard work, and efficiency. It is the regional director's antidote to pursue projects and ideas for the betterment of the whole PRO. Nonetheless, RD Balba diligently continues the erection of the Maringal launch that will serve as the visitors area. The upgraded Pro-8 state-of-the-art camp network for high-speed data communication and internet connectivity, the rehabilitation of the Pro-8 water supply system, the renovated Pro-8 conference room, and other ongoing PNP police station building projects and renovations. As the COVID-19 upheavals continue to give menace in the entire region, Pro-8 immediately started coping with the new normal by establishing quarantine facilities inside the camp. These quarantine facilities will serve as an isolation area for PNP suspected and infected with COVID-19 virus, and as the welcoming abode for PNP personnel coming to and from areas with confirmed cases, taking into consideration all the health protocols. The health crisis in which the world is facing seemingly at par with the government's fight against insurgency. It may seem interminable, but these too will soon end. In consonance with the government's whole-of-nation approach under Executive Order No. 70, the National Task Force to End Local Communist Armed Conflict in combating the insurgency in the entire Eastern Visayas, especially in the island of Samar, tagged as the last bastion of insurgency. Pro-8 and the 8th Infantry Division of the Philippine Army identify 3 municipalities in Samar that will be the center of the focused peace operations through combat clearing operations and retold community support program activities. In support to the ongoing operations to enforce the enhanced community quarantine in Central Visayas, under the directive of PNP Chief Police General Archie Francisco Ferranil Gamboa, the Police Regional Office 8 augmented 54 mobile force personnel to Police Regional Office 7, Camp Serio Osmeña, Cebu City, together with the police force of Police Regional Office 6. To boost the morale of the troops, Police Colonel Jonathan A. Cabal, Chief of Regional Staff, visited the Pro-8 augmented personnel and distributed personal protective equipment and vitamins for their consumption. Today and beyond, Pro-8 will render its laudable salute to those who bravely sacrifice their lives and to those who will continue to enforce the law without fear or favor, while upholding the morals and virtues of the Philippine National Police.